And Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. Please remember, I'm not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice, and none of the information provided in this video should ever be taken or seen as a signal to buy. Please subscribe or join my subscription, only $3 a month, and you'll be supporting me to keep me pushing out more and more of these videos. But first and foremost, we look at the crypto bubbles, and as you can see, looking a bit of a mixed bag at the moment. We're up one rank to 78 with a market cap of $1.4 billion. Current price for Quant at the moment is $116. 24-hour volume down a little bit to $20 million. We are down 0.1% in the hour, up 0.1% in the day, but down 4.3% in the week. As you know, I'm here for the long term. These short-term price actions do not bother me in the slightest. And we look over here, and as you can see, I found another wallet, a new wallet, CB to private wallet, transaction of 2,576 Quant, worth $300,000. Again, this wallet has no Ethereum, so no plans to sell or transfer. Is this a licensed wallet? We'll have to wait and see, but definitely another wallet for me to watch. Now, I see this wonderful tweet from San Holy, big mention by the Digital Dollar Project. SATP taking over as the global interoperability standard. SATP getting mentioned more and more by the biggest central banks and recently governments. Quant to 10 grand is just a waiting game. And as you can see here, the digitaldollarproject.org, the Internet Engineering Task Force, is deeply involved in the development of standards to enhance blockchain interoperability, focusing on the Secure Asset Transfer Protocol, SATP. This protocol is designed to enable seamless transfers of digital assets across diverse distributed ledger technologies by leveraging a network of trusted gateways. Such an approach offers a scalable and ledger agnostic solution for the rapidly evolving digital asset ecosystem. So becoming very, very exciting. And I also see this from Greg Lunt. Oh boy, the Digital Dollar Project is highlighted multiple quant ventures in their brand new report. The title of the paper is Standards and Interoperability, the Future of the Global Financial System. And he said that this is hot. In it, they talk about the BIS, the Unified Ledger, which uses Quant APIs, as well as the Secured Asset Transfer Protocol, SATP, the IETF protocol founded by Quant and MIT for standardizing interoperability of digital assets. Some people find these reports boring, but the real ones know this is where we find our ultimate edge. And we will look at that in just a moment. But we also see this from Quantosaurus, and he screenshotted something from LinkedIn. And we see here Gilbert Verdin replying to Ananya Kumar at the Associate Director of Geoeconomic Center Atlantic Council. He says here, great to see the work we have been doing in ISO, the International Organization for Standardization, TC 307, and the IETF SATP referenced in the Atlantic Council report. So we can have a look at this and the standards and interoperability, the future of the global financial system. What I'm going to do is I'm not actually going to go through it all, but I'm going to read the bits that I feel are quite important. And as we can see here, defining the standards. At the heart of this paper is the effort to promote interoperability in payment systems and prevent the creation of walled garden. Now, we've heard that a lot from Gilbert's mouth. We therefore define standards as the technical, regulatory and governance benchmarks needed to achieve interoperable systems in the long run. It's crucial to recognize that standards do not emerge arbitrarily. Instead, they evolved from fundamental principles embodying intentional consideration and consensus. Standards specific to CBDCs are not unchanging. They must reflect and be responsive to technological development, market shifts, and experience. Standards are established by technical and governance bodies, often made up of diverse stakeholders, and reflect a consistent floor for pragmatic implementation across jurisdictions. Therefore, they must have built-in flexibility to adjust to changing circumstances across a variety of market structures, which is very, very exciting. So then we move to the Bank of International Settlements, and we see this. The BIS acts as a central bank for central banks, fostering money and financial stability globally, it actively explores the impact of digital currencies on the financial system and central bank operations. The BIS Innovation Hub facilitates research and development on digital innovation, helping members countries adapt to rapidly evolving digital asset landscape. Its members consist of 63 central banks and monetary authorities. Recent significant projects include Project Mariana, which tested cross-border trading using CBDCs and decentralized finance technology, and Project Icebreaker, which focused on using retail CBDCs for international payments through a novel hub and spoke model, both completing their test phase in 2023. Most recently, Project Stellar, a collaboration between the BIS Innovation Hub Hong Kong Center, the Bank of Israel, and Hong Kong Monetary Authority, focused on exploring RCBDC features including accessibility, cybersecurity, and effective public-private collaboration, with an emphasis on central banks overseeing retail ledgers and private intermediaries managing customer-facing services. In July 2023, the BIS presented the results of a survey showing that 93% of central banks are engaged in CBDC work. With retail CBDC development more advanced than wholesale CBDC, the survey revealed most central banks recognize the value of having both a retail CBDC and a fast payment system. By 2030, there could be 15 retail and 9 wholesale CBDCs publicly circulating, while stablecoins and crypto assets are rarely used for payments outside of the crypto ecosystem. The BIS finding followed its June 2021 report discussing its survey on CBDCs, which found that many central banks had not decided on issuing a CBDC, but had a tentative inclination towards allowing cross-border use by tourists and non-residents. In 2021, the BIS explored the potential of multi-CBDC arrangements to improve cross-border payments by leveraging interoperable central bank digital currencies. Technology could play a role in addressing inefficiencies, and the paper discusses dimensions of payment system interoperability and the benefits of an MCBDC arrangement. The BIS Universal Ledger Interoperability Model advocates for a shared global ledger that integrates various forms of money, including CBDCs, tokenized deposits, and other digital financial assets, into a single programmable environment. The BIS aims to address the inefficiencies and silos present in the financial systems by enabling safer transactions and atomic settlements within a transparent framework. The architecture of the unified ledger model is designed to be secure, scalable, and interoperable, with a strong emphasis on privacy and regulatory compliance. At its core, the architecture includes a data environment for securely storing digital asset representations like CBDC and tokenized deposits in organized partitions managed by authoritative entities such as central banks and commercial banks. The execution environment facilitates the automation of complex financial operations and secure, efficient transaction processing. This environment supports atomic settlement, ensuring comprehensive transaction success or complete rollback. In addition to safeguard sensitive data and transaction privacy, the model implements cryptographic methods like homomorphic encryption and secure multi-party computation. These technologies enable encrypted data computation without exposing the actual data, reinforcing the system privacy and security. An important component of the BIS project is the governance framework that establishes operational and regulatory compliance protocols, while also detailing the responsibilities of all parties involved, including central bank and commercial banks. Now, this is very, very interesting because, as you can see, feels like they're referring much of the interoperable aspect lined to quant. And if we move further down, we can see here the BIS WCBDC projects and central bank participants. Now, if you've been paying attention with Project Agora, the recent news, we can see here the Federal Bank of New York, Bank of England, the Bank of France, the Bank of Japan, the Bank of Korea, and Bank of Mexico, the Swiss National Bank. So all looking very, very interesting. And we can see lots of other projects here that we also talk about. Project Dunbar, which we see the Reserve Bank of Australia, Monetary Authority of Singapore, the Bank of Negara, Malaysia, and South Africa Reserve Bank. I've been highlighting a lot about the Bank of Indonesia, also functioning much of their research based from Project Dunbar and Enbridge. We also see Project Helvetia, the Swiss National Bank, Project Icebreaker, Project Jura, and Project Mandala, all looking very, very interesting. Now, we're looking at this. If we move down here, we can see the Internet Engineering Task Force. SATP facilitates asset transfers through a structured process that includes three main stages: transition, transfer initiation, lock evidence verification, and commitment establishment. The protocol ensures that digital assets are exclusively valid within one network at any given time, adopting a transfer mechanism that maintains the asset's integrity and uniqueness. This is achieved through the strategic use of gateway endpoints, which manage the transfer process, ensuring secure, transparent, auditable transactions that adhere to consistency, isolation, and durability principles. The SATP framework comprises a comprehensive set of API endpoints and resources for the initiation and execution of asset transfers. It also aims to facilitate in the integration and management of digital asset transactions, contributing to a more efficient and secure digital economy. So this is looking so interesting. If we move on to this, and we can see this from Confidential, talking more about SATP and Project Agora, which we talked about just a moment ago. Unified ledgers will connect jurisdictions. Watch Project Agora by BIS, and we can see this. Let's have a little watch of Gilbert.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what we're seeing is even, I think it was yesterday, the BIS came out with a unified ledger model where there's a layer to interconnect and interoperate different jurisdictions. Tokenized money or CBDC can flow between this layer, and then the settlement and acceptance can happen on both ends. So it is a new form of payment rail. It's a new model that we haven't had before, but we need to work on it and see where it goes.
Wow, the unified ledger. And we move on and we can see this more from Confidential. It's not like a single database, it's a broad and narrow concept. SATP APIs connect everything to everything. National and regional networks must exist for cross-border in-hub and spoke or one fashion, such as Enbridge. Quant founded the open standards at the ISO and IETF, and he says here the next stage in the financial systems journey will be one that combines the best efforts of both the private and public sectors. Central banks could work with regulated private entities to develop technological solutions and standards to meet specific use cases. So very interesting. And if we move on looking at the SATP, we go here to the data tracker IETF, and we can see that the state is currently at the moment is called for adoption by the working group issued. And if we move over, we can see working group milestone is July 2024, the ATP Asset Transfer Protocol. So things are looking very interesting for 2024. And Gilbert's already said it. The year of institutional adoption. If that doesn't put hairs at the back of your neck, I don't know what does. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this information. Remember, please subscribe, please hit that notification bells. And if you liked these updates and want to help me out and support me, please join my membership group. You'll be doing me a massive favor, only $3 a month. There you go. All the best, and I'll catch you later.